What's going on, world? It's your boy Gemini Brown here, back with another episode of Nalo Kicking Knowledge. Today is episode 10 of Mercury Through Signs, and we'll be discussing Mercury in Capricorn. So, what's Mercury? Mercury is our analytical intelligence, how we read, how we write, how we memorize things, our overall intellect. Mercury is our communication style, how we socialize with others, how the words sound coming out of our mouths. Mercury is our skills, our hobbies, more specifically skills by hand. Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign of discipline, of achievement, success. It's an earth sign ruled by Saturn. Alright? So let's get into it. Mercury in Capricorn. I like Mercury here. Actually, I love Mercury in this whole second half of the zodiac. You know what I mean? It's a different type of Mercury than in the first half. The first half is much more personal. It's much more about the developing social skills and, kind of people pleasing in a way, right? Our friends, our family, da-da. But once we get up here into the Sagittariuses and the Capricorns, it's about what am I going to do with my intelligence? And that is what this Mercury is really concentrated on. Just like all the Earth Mercuries, but this is the cardinal one, all right? So here, first things first, we already know we need to figure out what Saturn is doing, because Saturn is going to be basically telling Mercury, how to function, all right? But overall, this Mercury is about real life application. This can be the people early on in life who, naturally find their calling, okay? Whether it be from playing sports to, book work. It's going to be kind of a natural thing because Mercury and Earth is all about common sense. And with this placement, you have more than common sense. You have the sense to know how to materialize your intelligence, okay? So, like I said, this can go a multitude of ways. It represents somebody who's just a natural at things, right? But the thing with this Mercury position, that they thrive off of the discipline and the rules attached to it. In a way, right, all Earth Mercuries want to be told what to do, but this Mercury, of course, wants to be the boss, right? But they want to figure out how it is. How do I become a boss? So they'll be very, very attached to mentors, all right? Mercury represents like our friends, okay? Or maybe even our siblings. So depending on certain alignments, right? Say we have a Jupiter sitting with this Mercury, okay? Or we have a Mars sitting with this Mercury. This could represent somebody who has a sibling who has went out there and already established themselves, within the world and creates, like a pathway or, a legacy or a reputation to look up to, right? And it can show that this type of alignment can show, being close to them or, learning from that sibling or, that person. So Capricorn also, relates to, our father and what our father, may have done or taught us, as far as like career and things like that. So we definitely want to look at what aspects this Mercury is making. Where's the sun? If this is a Sagittarius with a Mercury in Capricorn, then you'll really get that that TD Jakes kind of mentality where, I wanna help people, and this is how I want to do it. I want to use every avenue of of the materialism to reach them, whether it be TV, writing books, whatever, right? If we have a sun in Capricorn, this can just, like I said, represent somebody who is out here to achieve in whatever it is that they undertake, and to really see what they're going to undertake, right? Or where the main interest would lie, right? Or where they can get the most out of their intelligence. We look at Saturn. What is Saturn doing, right? Then if we have an Aquarius, an Aquarius sun with this Mercury in Capricorn, this really represents that person who can be like a Barack Obama type, right? A new age, or even a Michael Jordan, right? Somebody who is immensely popular but immensely disciplined in their approach towards whatever they're being great at. Okay? So very much so, this Mercury, like I was saying before, will be attached towards mentors. They're going to look for people. They're like, yo, I want to rub shoulders with people who are going to help me get ahead in life. So on another spectrum of this placement, this can represent somebody who starts, because also remember, Saturn is like restrictions and things like that. So this can represent somebody who may have always had like a good intelligence but struggled towards disciplining that intelligence. Check the aspects on your Mercury, right? This can, so in a sense, this could represent somebody who, let's take a fast food employee, right? They start off an employee, and you know, everyone has a different life path, and maybe, you know, after 5 years they work their way through the company to assistant manager, then eventually general manager. 15 years at a company, time, because remember, this is what Capricorn shows us: time and achievement. It gets better with time, okay? More opportunities present itself, you know more what to do. So essentially, on one spectrum, it could represent somebody who goes from being like, you know, a entry-level employee to having a high position in the company. And part of this is based on the fact that they learn to rub shoulders with those who can help them get ahead. And, you know, they also buy into the rules and what it is that they need to do. So, like I said, this Mercury may not be very dynamic in the sense of communicating, but they can get the job done. And, you know, the older you get, shit, I have North Node in Capricorn. I understand these things of, you know, what you gotta do to be great. So, you know, the next thing, like, these people, they can make good students because they don't mind putting in those hours. But keep in mind, Saturn needs to be in a good, you know, place for them. Saturn needs to be aspected well in a nice friendly sign in a comfortable house, or it's just gonna feel like, yeah, I don't even want to try. If Saturn's in a hard position, these people don't even really attempt to develop, you know, their discipline. But like I said, the theme of this sign and this energy is that it gets better with time. So, you know, you can see a lot of late bloomers, but on the same accord, a lot of naturals. So I do want to say this, you know, with my experience as a teacher and all of that, the Capricorn children, like I said, some of them are just naturals. They're very much so naturals. They have good coordination within things, right? So you have a Saturn and Gemini, and then you have these Capricorn placements that could make for, you know, just having good coordination and be agile and good in sports and stuff, you know, or reading or math. So it can, if your kid has this placement and, you know, or is Capricorn like, you want to show them early, this is what it takes to be great, because that is the actual mode of the intelligence. That's what they want to know. What do I have to do to be successful? Alright? So guys, this is my interpretation of Mercury and Capricorn. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're almost at the end. 2 episodes left. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so. If you need a reading, email me. Until next time, peace.